Morning everyone, Dan back in another chicken garage. So I've got my rear tire completely prepped and ready to go. Mounted everything back up. So a lot of guys don't agree with me, and I'm switching my tire so I can get some more bite because one side of the knobs are worn. I'll get more grip, but I'll get less braking. So I'm prepared to do that. So I've got the tire mounted. Of course, using the Rabaconda. The rim lock is right over here on this side. I want to get this side of the tire down over the rim lock and hold it with my knee and then start working the rest of the tire down. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to flip this and I'm going to put a little bit of soapy water on this side. I've cleaned off the grease off. So I'm going to try to get my rim lock underneath the bottom side, okay, and hold it with my knee and just start working this down a little bit on the rim. Take these off because I don't need them. So I'm holding my knee on this. The rim lock is underneath the other side of the bead on the bottom. And that's about all I'm going to get right there. Now, I'm going to try this. A lot of people do 2 levers from both sides and go over. I'm going to try one, see what kind of success I have with this. And just kind of work it down and keeping pressure on here as I go. And hopefully that'll, so you want to get the tire, come over on this side. You want to get that tire down on the other side so that you don't see the mousse at all. So just constant pressure and work it back and forth. At least that's what the videos show. So that's what I'm going to attempt. Now that just snapped on good. I'll move him over here a little bit. Keeping pressure on here. And this should, well, this one right over there. So the whole tire, as you can see, the bottom bead is completely in. That's where that soapy water comes in handy on the other side. The rim lock is underneath the other side. And now all I have to do is just mount the front. So I'm going to put the rim lock right in front of the bead breaker, and I'm going to position one spoon to the side of the rim lock and then lock them underneath. And then I'm going to start moving around the rest of the tire with the remaining 4. This might want to move out, which it does. That'll get tighter as you go. These should be, this side here should flip on pretty easy, which it is. And then we'll start getting a little tighter over here. Not too bad. These are going on super easy. So before I continue on, I'm going to put a little soap on this. That's just soapy water. Continue over here. Take pretty decent sized bites. Now what they suggest is take this guy, use the flat side, and you're going to jam him down in here And that's going to help. I'm going to put one over here as well. There you go. And that's going to help drop this down as I get over closer to here. At least in theory. So, that's good. Now I'm going to release this guy here now. I don't need him in here any longer. And I'm going to just move this guy over. Can you see that? Yep. Now it's getting a little harder, so I'm going to take smaller bites over here. Okay. Keep pressure on this guy. And it doesn't hurt to put a little pressure on it each time. Now as you get closer, it's going to be taking smaller bites. It might start getting a little harder, but I can see that that's probably just going to slide right in. I could probably even do that with my hand and just pop him in. But if not, he's really tight to get the lever underneath here. And now I'm going to go in with this guy and give him a little bit of room so I can get this guy in. There we go. And okay, so now we are on the rim lock. So I'm going to bring the rim lock back over to the breaker bar. I'm going to leave these guys in here. I'm going to jam this guy down in here actually, and this guy. Okay, so you can see where the bead now, because of these, it's inside the drop dead center of the tire, so we're giving lots of room this way to hopefully jam this guy right on. So I haven't actually tried this one yet, but I'm going to do what the Rabaconda, let's move this over a little closer, what the Rabaconda video does. And what he does is he uses a tire iron and the breaker bar on this right here. So he positions the breaker bar as close to the rim as possible, right there. Let's center that up a little bit. And he takes the lever, he jams the rim lock in if it moves, which it's not. It's not moving. That's all right. We're going to go to step double B. There. Let's try this way. So lifting up on the rim, or on the tire, I should be able to push him in now. And get this in at the same time. What do you think? There we go. That worked. It didn't exactly work like they do it on the video, but as you can see, I just went in, lifted the tire up, and then this just easily pushed in. So 2 hands on those and pry that in, and it's on. Tighten down the rim lock and put some air into this so I can seat the B because it's still in. Actually, what I might try to do is while this is in here, maybe I can just block these out a little bit. Yeah, it's coming out. There you go. Do the same over here. There. Good. The other side should be. That's completely seated. Perfect. All right, guys, that's my first attempt at putting a rear tire on. Now, that is a used tire and a used Mousse. So the tire's, pretty soft. It's got maybe 20 hours on it, maybe 15. The Mousse has 60, but it's still like new. So it went on quite easily until I got to the rim lock, which, you know, it's like the Rabaconda guy says, sometimes it works, and he had to do it quite a few times to get the technique down using the lever and the breaker bar over here. But I got that idea right there from another video that I watched, Rich Larson actually, and his technique, and that's how he got that seated. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, that probably took 8-9 minutes to actually get that on, and the last part took longer than the rest of it did. So that's it. Have any comments? Feel free to leave them. I'll get better at this as I go, but this Rabaconda certainly makes the job way easier. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.